I should not have even spoken their name. Disregard that. I didn't mean to say Anunnaki. Oh, blast! I said it again, didn't I? I'm Jamila, by the way, but if anyone asks, you haven't seen me.
Why are you here?
Well, I can't exactly be there, now can I? That would make no sense.
What do you think of Abdullah?
Not much. He talks always like there's an audience near, but what audience would listen to such a tedious man? I say let him think he's in charge if it makes him happy.
You don't think he should be in charge?
I don't think he's capable of being in charge. He doesn't even believe in the Anunnaki.
Are you worried about the curse?
Who could be worried about a curse at a time like this?
A time like what?
The makers. The original architects. They're watching.
Who are you talking about?
Nancy, they can't hear you. You do not have to pretend.
I'm not pretending. What are you talking about?
How could you not know? This is the cradle of civilization.
Right.
Here we were born, and like all infants, this is where we were taught.
Taught what?
To be human. We didn't just figure that out. But for millennia we lived in caves, terrified of the very earth, of fire and wind and lightning. We cowered and dug down into the earth. But one thing of all humans, we are curious. One night, our ancestors saw the sky catch fire, and the brave ones left their caves and walked into the light. And there they met the teachers.
I don't follow.
They brought us to the next level of consciousness, and in return we built them the pyramids.
I'm not so sure I agree with you on this one. If aliens built the pyramids, why were human leaders buried inside?
They were not just rulers on Earth. They were the chosen, the favorite of the Anunnaki.
If we built the pyramids for the aliens, why did they all just leave?
Oh, they didn't leave. They're all around us. Do you want me to call them?
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame. They're an amazing sight. They're slender and tall and have the most gorgeous, glowing, luminescent fangs.
When did you become so interested in aliens?
Sunny June. I took his Are You Alien or Ali Out course. Changed my life. Did you know that aliens were there at every major human milestone, with the exception of the moon landing?
All right, I'll bite. Why?
Because it was a rude thing to do, and they wanted no part of it.
Who is Sunny June? I've seen his name everywhere, but we've never met.
I can't explain it all to you, not now. He's special. He's met them.
Met whom?
You don't make this easy, do you?
To be fair, neither do you.
True. The Anunnaki. He's spoken to them. He knows that they're on their way.
I'd better get going.
Until later.
Hello.
Not to be rude, but who are you? Why are you here?
I could ask the same of you, but I won't. I'm Dylan Carter, to answer the question you didn't ask, but probably meant to.
I'm Nancy Drew.
Brilliant! Well, good chat. Mustn't keep you from your duties.
Do you really think this is Nefertari's tomb?
It better be, otherwise I'm very lost.
What does that mean?
She's why I'm here. As a tour guide, I love the sites that tell a story. And Ramses I and Nefertari have the making of a classic love story, if we can find her here.
You mean Ramses II, right?
I do? I mean, yes, I do. Of course. Strange life being a king. You get everything but your own name.
What do you think about Jamila's alien theories?
Not much. Subject change. Do you happen to know how a bloke like me might impress that cantankerous old curmudgeon down below?
You mean Abdullah, right?
I very much hope there isn't another one.
I imagine he responds to people talking about archaeology.
Brilliant. I'll do that. Thanks, Nancy.
What do you think of Jamila?
Is she for real? Because, wow, I've met some nutters in my life, but that girl belongs in a museum herself, with a little tag that reads, Insanus Totalis.
Oh, she's just different.
No, I'm different. She's a crazy little rowboat adrift in a vast sea of insanity.
Why are you hanging out here outside instead of going into the tomb?
Why aren't you hanging out outside?
I have better things to do.
Oh, you do not. When you come to your senses, I'll still be here. You know why England tried to take over the world?
Why?
Because we've got everything you need. Except for the sun. You know why we stopped trying to take over the world?
Because everyone else got sick of it?
That they did.
Is the real reason you're hanging out here because you're not cleared to actually go into the site?
I was hoping we'd be able to get over that little bump in the road before that cat got out.
What do you think of Abdullah?
He's got quite the ego, but I'm sure he deserves it.
What makes you say that?
If he didn't, no one would put up with him. History's great pioneers always tend to be a bit prickly. Sure, he's a tyrant, but he's supposed to be the best in his field.
Do you think he is?
Who knows if it's true? He's either the best or the guy who says, I'm the best, the loudest. Unfortunately, either one of those two things works equally well. You know, he's just on the edge.
What do you mean?
He's close to being known the world over. He must have gotten a glimpse of what that would be like. I wonder what he'd do to make it over that last hurdle.
What do you do exactly?
As a tour guide, I show the world to those who want to see it. It's the best job on the planet, next to lion tamer or astronaut.
Where do you give tours?
All throughout Egypt.
That sounds like a fantastic job, but why aren't you leading a tour now?
It's getting very competitive these days. I need every advantage I can get. That's why I'm here. To be perfectly on the level, I have to be.
Since you're a tour guide, can you give me any information about Egypt I might need to know?
Sure, here.
Why are you so sure the public would want to tour this site?
Surely you've heard of the curse.
I have. Do you believe in it?
Of course I do.
But since you're here, you must not be worried about being cursed yourself.
I've been gloriously unlucky my whole life. I don't think a curse could make things much worse.
I'd better get going.
Hurry back now.
Nancy, hi.
What do you think of Dylan?
The tour guide.
Yeah,
Did I have to have an opinion of him?
I guess not.
Oh, good. That's a relief.
I'm still not a believer.
But look around. This temple is proof. There is no way all of this could have been built without their help.
All those things seem like human accomplishments to me.
As they were designed to look. But I had hoped that you could see the strings, and not just the puppet.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello.
Do you think this really is Nefertari's tomb?
I really hope so.
Why isn't she in the tomb in the Valley of the Queens?
There could be a lot of reasons. The worst case is grave robbers, but we really don't think that's the case.
Why not?
Because her valuables were found, but her body wasn't. Doesn't make sense. We think she was hidden. Ramses II was known to be very protective, and he was very concerned about the afterlife. It's possible Ramses built a false tomb to make sure she'd be undisturbed. There are many stories of his love for her, but we don't know how true they are.
If he went through so much trouble, don't you feel strange about disturbing her tomb?
No. Someone will do it eventually. If we get there first, she'll be treated with respect, and she'll truly get to live on forever. If someone else finds her, she'll go to the highest bidder.
If you're so interested in Nefertari, why aren't you below?
Promise you won't make fun of me?
Sure.
I'm a woman of science, okay? But the curse thing rattled me. I need to do research now anyway. I'd prefer to do it where nothing will fall on me. And maybe get a little FaceTime with a certain British someone.
What do you think about Dylan?
Did we accidentally invite the whole world to this dig? With the exception of a decent work crew, that is. Although I do hate that I don't know why he is here. He is definitely easy on the eyes.
Agreed.
But if he stays out in the sun any longer, he's going to get all lobstery. Definite turn-off for us land dwellers.
What do you think of Jamila?
When she talks to me, I always keep checking for the hidden camera.
Huh?
No one can be that nuts. I'm still convinced we're going to end up on a hidden camera show called Suckers Talking to Crazies.
Don't you think you're being a little harsh?
I'm nowhere near as harsh as she is crazy. You could take that to the bank. The crazy bank. Wait a second. I didn't even... Do you actually agree with her about aliens?
No.
Good. I don't know why Abdullah doesn't just kick her out.
Do you think there's something to this curse?
I've studied curses, so look. Don't make me say it.
Say what?
Yes, I do. Even reading about curses gives me the creeps.
Why are you reading about curses if they give you the creeps?
I know, it's weird. It's like if I can learn everything about curses, then maybe they won't have any control over me. I can tell that you probably don't believe in curses, so please don't make fun of me.
I'm not.
Sorry, I'm just a bit worked up. I'm probably just being oversensitive. You're too calm. Do you know how effective curses are? They are deadly 76.42% of the time. You know what else has that fatality rating? Whitewater rafting with a hungry bear, who also has the bird flu and he's holding dynamite.
What did you think about being there to finally open the tomb?
I don't know what to think. When I was near it, it just felt